Are you feeling confused about the signs of your twin flame journey? Do you wonder whether the signs you're experiencing mean that your twin flame separation is coming to an end? If so, this video is for you. Today, we're diving into a topic that holds deep significance for those on their spiritual path. The 7 true signs that your twin flame separation is almost over. This video will be different from the typical signs content you may have seen on YouTube or across the internet, and here's why it matters. To be straightforward, many of the videos claiming to show signs that your twin flame separation is nearing its end are actually describing soulmate experiences. Let me clear this up from the start. Twin flames and soulmates are not the same thing. Soulmates are 2 distinct souls coming together to form a deeply fulfilling and meaningful relationship, but this connection is fundamentally different from that of twin flames. Your twin flame is not a separate soul coming to meet you. You and your twin flame are one soul, split into 2 bodies. Understanding this key distinction is crucial to navigating your journey and avoiding the widespread confusion that persists online. Many signs videos focus on mental constructs tied to the personality, thoughts, and traits of the mind, rather than the essence of the soul. When people discuss signs that a twin flame union is imminent, they often describe mental and emotional indicators that are more applicable to soulmate connections. But the true path to a twin flame reunion goes beyond that. It's rooted in the soul itself, not the mind or personality. Stay tuned, and by the end of this video, you'll gain deeper clarity on these authentic signs. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more insightful content. One of the clearest signs that your twin flame separation is nearing its end is when you notice that you haven't thought about them for an extended period. This period could last several months, or even a year or more, though it usually doesn't extend that long for most people. The reason this gap in active thought is so important is that when you stop obsessively focusing on your twin flame, you release the mental energy that creates a barrier, pushing them away. This shift is crucial because that constant cycle of thought, worry, and planning actually reinforces separation. When the mind finally quiets, it allows for a deeper transformation to take place. For those new to this idea and looking for more context, I recommend watching my video titled "What Are Twin Flames?" in the How to Get Your Twin Flame playlist on this channel. Understanding that you and your twin flame are the same soul, rather than just 2 people connected mentally, is essential for your journey. The mental activity associated with the personality, such as constantly thinking about them or strategizing ways to reconnect, often proves counterproductive. The moment you stop this energetic push, a profound shift begins. It's as if your twin flame can feel that inner stillness and responds to it, often through unexpected gestures like unblocking you, reaching out, or showing renewed romantic interest. This is not just a theory. It's a reality I've experienced myself and seen play out for thousands of students I've coached over the years. The pattern remains consistent. When the mental chase stops, the illusion of separation starts to dissolve. This is the essence of aligning with your true self, letting go of mental obsession and allowing the soul, which is the essence of you and your twin flame, to lead. In doing so, you create the space for genuine connection and reunion to occur naturally. The second true sign that twin flame separation is coming to an end is embracing your spiritual awakening. But what does this really mean? Spiritual awakening involves embodying your soul, recognizing the core of who you truly are, and understanding that this is intrinsically tied to your twin flame. The soul itself is pure consciousness. It is not shaped by thoughts, emotions, or expectations. It exists fully in the present moment, free from the distractions and constructs of the mind. A common misconception is equating awakening with being more authentic or pursuing a life aligned with your desires. While these ideas have merit and are often fulfilling, they are still anchored in personality and ego, not the soul's deeper essence. I genuinely believe that those who emphasize these aspects are well-intentioned and aim to help others, but their teachings don't touch on the true core of the twin flame journey. Concepts like authenticity, living your best life, or being true to yourself are all rooted in the workings of the mind. While these are not negative, they are not the essence of the soul. The soul transcends these constructs and exists purely as a state of being. The journey of awakening is about shifting from identifying with the personality and ego to realizing your existence as pure consciousness. This is what aligns you with your twin flame because the connection is at the level of the soul, not the mind. Embracing your spiritual awakening means stepping beyond thought and ego, moving into a state of presence where your true self resides. It's here that you find the space of true unity, not just with yourself, but with your twin flame as well. This is the essence of awakening, not simply living by what your mind dictates, but living as the soul itself, which is pure being. The third true sign that twin flame separation is coming to an end is experiencing an unshakable knowing that you and your twin flame are one. This kind of knowing is not the same as intellectual understanding. While understanding involves the mind, tied to ego and personality, knowing is an experience rooted deeply in the soul. It transcends logical processes and arises as a profound truth that resonates within you. When this knowing takes hold, it often sparks a reaction from the mind. You might catch yourself asking, "How do I know this?" Yet there's no logical explanation to be found. You simply know. This phenomenon is something I have personally experienced, and it's something that countless students of mine have reported as well. It's akin to a sudden aha moment that defies comprehension. The mind, with its persistent questions and doubts, stands apart from this deeper knowing. This dual experience, where the mind seeks explanations while the soul rests in certainty, highlights a fundamental truth. The mind and the soul are distinct aspects of your being. The mind, fueled by ego and rational thought, wants to make sense of everything, to analyze and dissect. But the soul does not operate that way. The soul simply knows, existing beyond thought and explanation. This type of knowing is an essential part of reuniting with your twin flame because it shifts your perception from mental constructs to a deeper, soulful recognition. When the mind is trying to rationalize or understand, it is often caught up in patterns of doubt and analysis. But when the soul speaks through this profound knowing, it's unwavering and clear. This is the moment when you realize that this bond is beyond what the mind can grasp or define. The mind may continue to question, asking, "But how do you know?" And all you can answer is, "I just know." Experiencing this knowledge can be life-changing. It confirms that the connection you feel is not just a product of your thoughts or emotions, but a truth anchored in your very being. It's as if your consciousness is attuned to an ancient intrinsic knowledge that bypasses the intellect entirely. This realization is essential because it reorients you away from mental constructs and toward the soul's wisdom. It reinforces that your connection with your twin flame is not something that can be measured, defined, or rationalized by the mind. It is experienced at the level of pure being. As this knowing becomes more pronounced, it serves as a reminder that your journey is not one of the mind, but of the soul. It is in this space of certainty, beyond the chatter of the ego and the constant search for evidence, that you find true peace. This is where the barriers of separation start to dissolve. The mind's questions and its desire to understand remain, but they become secondary to the deep and quiet voice of the soul that simply knows. Embracing this knowing helps bridge the gap between you and your twin flame, aligning you both at the level of your shared essence. As we reach this point in the video, I'd love for you to take a moment and reflect. Have you ever experienced that deep, unshakable knowing that defies logic? The realization that you and your twin flame are truly one? If so, I invite you to share that with us by commenting the word certainty below. This one word can hold so much meaning, and by sharing it, you're not only affirming your own journey, but also contributing to a community where others feel understood and inspired. Let's create a circle of support and connection where we can learn from and empower each other. These moments of recognition and resonance are what make our paths less solitary and more uplifting. Your voice matters, and your experiences can be a guiding light for others navigating the same profound realizations. Thank you for being here, for engaging, and for adding your unique spark to this shared journey. Keep watching, and know that you are part of a collective journey moving toward deeper truth and connection. The fourth true sign that your twin flame separation is nearing its end involves experiencing moments of satori or samadhi, states of deep spiritual insight where the mind yields to pure consciousness. These experiences are profound as they represent moments when the ego and personality step aside, allowing the true essence of your being to emerge. During these moments, you may feel an overwhelming sense of peace or a deep oneness that is nearly impossible to describe. It's as if, for a fleeting yet powerful instant, you transcend the mental constructs that typically govern your awareness and step into a space of pure presence. If you're trying to understand what this experience feels like, consider watching the documentary Samadhi on YouTube, especially the first part, The Illusion of Maya. This film does an excellent job of illustrating the indescribable nature of these experiences, providing a glimpse into what it means to enter a state of pure being. These moments of satori or samadhi are not something that the mind can fully comprehend or articulate because they go beyond the realm of thought and intellect. They must be experienced firsthand to be truly understood. What makes these experiences pivotal in the twin flame journey is their ability to reveal that consciousness is not a thought, an idea, or a concept to be grasped by the mind. Instead, consciousness is a state of pure existence that must be felt and lived. It is in these profound states that you align more closely with your soul, shedding layers of ego and mental noise. This alignment is essential because your twin flame connection is not rooted in mental or emotional constructs, but in the very essence of the soul. When you experience moments of satori or samadhi, you are stepping into the realm where true unity exists, a realm beyond thoughts, beyond worries, and beyond personality. The ego, which typically dominates your daily life with its chatter and constant analysis, becomes silent, and in its absence, the pure awareness of your being surfaces. This awareness is who you truly are, unfiltered and untouched by the limitations of identity or personality. These moments are transformative because they demonstrate that your consciousness is the anchor that bridges the gap between you and your twin flame. As you align with this deeper state of being, you move closer to dissolving the illusion of separation. The more you tap into this awareness, the more you realize that separation itself is an illusion created by the mind. In satori, you don't just understand this intellectually, you embody it. The experience reminds you that at your core, you are one with your twin flame, sharing a unified soul essence that goes far beyond what the mind can fathom. Through these glimpses of samadhi, you learn to trust the process, recognizing that true connection happens when you let go of mental striving and sink into the simple, powerful act of being. These moments teach you that the journey to ending separation is not about finding external answers or making plans, but about aligning more fully with who you are at the deepest level. In this state, you are no longer operating from ego or personality, but from the pure consciousness that connects you and your twin flame. This realization is not just enlightening, it is the key to moving toward reunion, as it shifts your focus from external seeking to internal alignment, where true unity resides. The fifth sign that your twin flame separation is nearing its end is when your old life situation starts to crumble or undergo significant changes. You may notice that relationships, jobs, or other elements of your past life begin to fall away. These changes can be dramatic, sometimes even traumatic, but they are essential for your transformation. Traditional Zen teachings offer the wisdom: before enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. After enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. This reminds us that while the external circumstances of life may not change instantly, the internal state of your being shifts profoundly. For many people, these life changes are inevitable. Your previous way of living, with its old patterns and attachments, must give way to make room for a life that is more aligned with your soul. It's as if you must tear down an old, dilapidated shack to construct a beautiful crystal castle in its place. This process can feel overwhelming, as though everything you've known is collapsing around you. However, this is not a sign of failure, but a necessary part of your growth and alignment. Even if certain aspects of your old life remain, you will find a new sense of peace within them. This is because the true transformation happens internally. It is your state of being that changes. The external world may still involve the same responsibilities or activities, but your approach to them, your perception, and your experience shift dramatically. You start to feel more at ease, no longer defined by the old conditions that once dictate your happiness or sense of self. This transformation allows you to see that while some pieces of your previous life may remain, they no longer carry the same weight or meaning. Instead, they exist within the framework of a new, more conscious existence. The essence of this process is about making space for what truly resonates with your soul and aligns with your purpose. It may be unsettling at first, but as you surrender to the changes, you come to understand that this deconstruction is a necessary step toward rebuilding a life that reflects your true self. It's in this shift that you start to feel the connection with your twin flame strengthen, as your life aligns more closely with the essence of who you are. As we move through these profound signs of transformation, it becomes clear that the journey of reuniting with your twin flame is as much about personal growth as it is about connection. Each step reveals deeper layers of your true self and brings you closer to a place of alignment and inner peace. But what happens when you start to see the world and yourself through entirely new eyes? What shifts when you realize that the person you once were no longer defines you? In the next section, we'll explore a powerful and life-changing sign that goes beyond external change, delving into the very essence of who you are becoming. Stay with me as we uncover this next crucial step on the path to union. The sixth sign that your twin flame separation is nearing its end is the profound awareness that you are no longer the person you once were. You begin to look at your old self, your personality, ego, and conditioned responses, and recognize them as separate from your true essence. It's as if you've gained a sense of distance, observing your ego like it's a child from a higher, more aware perspective. This shift marks a significant transformation, where you move beyond the limitations of personality and embrace your true self, which is pure consciousness. In this new state of awareness, you might still see old reactions or familiar patterns rising to the surface. However, what's different now is your ability to choose whether to engage with them or let them pass. This newfound ability to observe your ego without becoming caught up in it is a powerful indicator that you are aligning more deeply with your soul. You understand that these reactions are remnants of who you once thought you were, not who you truly are. This separation between your true self and your ego's automatic responses signifies that you're living from a place of consciousness rather than being driven by unconscious patterns. The key here is recognizing that this shift is about being, not doing. It's not about forcing changes in your external actions, but allowing your internal state to transform. As you become more aligned with your soul, your sense of self shifts from the fleeting, reactive ego to a steady, conscious presence. This alignment is crucial in the journey toward reuniting with your twin flame, as it is the essence of your being that connects you, not the constructs of personality or ego. Living from this elevated awareness brings a sense of inner peace and mastery over your responses. You become the observer, capable of witnessing your ego without succumbing to it. This change signals that you are living from a higher state of consciousness, one that fosters genuine connection with your twin flame. The focus is no longer on controlling external circumstances, but on embodying the true self, the pure consciousness that forms the essence of your bond. It is this shift in being, rather than in doing, that holds the true key to moving past separation and into the profound unity of your twin flame journey. The seventh and final sign that your twin flame separation is nearing its end is the experience of heightened metaphysical phenomena. While this may not happen to everyone, it is quite common for those who are moving closer to full alignment with their soul. These experiences can include powerful Kundalini awakenings, vivid and lucid dreams, telepathic connections, and an enhanced sense of empathy. You might feel energy coursing through your body or notice a significant amplification of your intuitive abilities. These profound experiences are signs that your consciousness is becoming more deeply integrated with your metaphysical body. This heightened state occurs because focusing on consciousness energizes and infuses your entire being, including the metaphysical body. The mind, as part of the triune system of body, mind, and soul, becomes more vibrant and responsive when charged with this energy. This is why many people report a surge in spiritual and metaphysical occurrences as they draw nearer to their soul's essence. The increased awareness and heightened senses are not coincidental. They signify that you are breaking through the barriers that once separated you from deeper truths. Ultimately, these 7 signs reveal a powerful truth. Separation is not a permanent state. The most profound realization you can achieve on this journey is understanding that separation is an illusion. You and your twin flame are not truly separate. You are already one. The path lies in recognizing and embodying this inherent unity. When you come to this realization, the illusion of separation begins to dissolve. Your twin flame is not outside of you. They are within you, an intrinsic part of your very being. Thank you so much for watching this video and joining me on this journey. Your presence and engagement mean the world to me, and I am truly grateful for your time and trust. If you found this content insightful or helpful, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more in-depth discussions and guidance on your spiritual path. Your support helps us continue creating content that nurtures and uplifts our community. I can't wait to share even more with you in future videos, where we'll dive deeper into topics that inspire and connect us all. Thank you again, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Take care and stay blessed.